Hey, y'all doing? The Sharburn, Mac here, Preacher Man, R&B, and Snoop, so we're sure to this time of, Smallville, Season 4, Episode 1. What happens on this week's episode is Lex is in Egypt, and while he's in Egypt, he has this expedition going on trying to find some Kryptonian artifacts, and I don't think at this time that he knows it's Kryptonian artifacts that he's finding. He just knows that it's not of this world stuff that he's finding, and his excavation team finds this Egyptian statue that has Kryptonian symbols on the back of it. So Lex gets in the jet and is heading back to Smallville, and we find out the poison he got from last season in his drink has corrupted his blood, so every 72 hours he has to get his blood cleaned out or he'll wind up dying. Where this poison would have killed any other person, Lex is still alive. And we'll see what happens with that. But like I said, he finds this artifact, and what's happening in Smallville, Lois Lane is coming to Smallville to try to find Clark, to find out what happened to Chloe. Well, while she's on the way to Smallville, this lightning storm happens, and Clark lands in this field, and Lois Lane is the one that finds him. Clark has amnesia, so he doesn't know who he is. So Clark goes to Lois Lane takes Clark to the hospital, and while she's at the hospital, so is Martha Kent and Jonathan Kent, because Jonathan Kent's still in coma. And excuse me. And the doctors are asking Martha Kent if she wants to take him off life support. She said she ain't gonna do that. She still has faith that her husband's gonna come through this. Well, Lois brings Clark in there, and then Clark is walking through the hospital, and Martha Kent sees Clark and takes Clark back home and is trying to help Clark get his memory back. Well, Clark remembers Jonathan because Jonathan is the one that tried to stop him from going to Jor-El in the first place, and Clark is his Kal-El persona. So he's going as Kal-El, and he pushes Martha out the way and uses his flying power that he has now as Kal-El, and he flies up to the jet where Lex Luthor is, and he tears the door off in the jet and gets the artifact that Lex Luthor had, because Lex Luthor dropped it. There's this jewel in it, and Clark gets this jewel and flies off and takes it to the cave where Jor-El first started talking to Clark, and opens up a wall and puts this part of this jewel in this triangle. And he needs 2 more parts of this jewel, so we'll see what happens with that. Well, after he walks out the wall of the cave, Martha Kent's there with some black kryptonite that she got from Professor Swan, and she puts it up to Clark, and Clark's persona is fighting the Kal-El persona, and Clark's persona wins, and Clark is back being Clark Kent again. And he goes and talks to Lois, and Lois is at the gravesite of Chloe, and Clark shows up and says that he's going to help Lois try to find out what happened to Chloe. And Clark uses his X-ray vision and sees that Chloe's not in the grave. He tells Lois that Chloe's still alive, and that's all that really happened on this week's episode. My question for y'all is, now that we know that Chloe's still alive, where is she? As always, Preacher Man on the side. That guys, Juju is awesome. See y'all next time. And also, Lana Lane is in Paris, and she draws this picture of this goddess, and she blacks out and winds up with a Kryptonian tattoo on her back. So we'll see what happens with that. See y'all next time.